Welcome back to You Not Gonna Like This. My apologies. I forgot. This is Music Central, as always, part of You Not Gonna Like This Enterprises. And it's your boy I to the R to the A. You know how it goes every day. I got a new one each time. You know, and we're back as always with the cast, Devin, Peanut, and Jamil. And this time we're taking it back to the 90s. After conversation, I said last episode, Acts 2 through 4, we're gonna do raps for regions. But after conversation with Peanut and Jamil, I think we came into agreement that it would be harder to do that because we were cutting a lot of good projects out. So I think we changed it. So this new act is called the 90s. And we're going to go over basically 90s rap albums, five of the best ones, ones that we haven't already did. So obviously Ready to Die would not be here because for obvious reasons, because we already talked about that album. But do expect albums like Doggy Style, do expect albums such as All Eyes on Me and henceforth. So expect those. We're going to go over the five best of the 90s that we think, we'll still miss a few, being that the 90s is the golden era of hip hop, as is most commonly known. So we won't get them all, but we will do our best to knock them out. But with that being said, you know how we always start the show. Before we get into that, according to the day, this group by the name of Silk Sonic released the album today, and I got to speak on this before we go. Look, if you haven't listened to the Silk yet, you need to get with it before it gets Sonic. Let me tell you.
That shit is fire.
What? When you hear that, look, that After Last Night goes crazy. I'm sorry.
Yes, son.
That shit go, man. Look, them boys was singing, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
They was getting busy on that joint.
What, man? And then the way they set it up, they went from After Last Night to Smoking Out the Window. I was like, that was, man, they stacked that up perfectly. I was like, yep.
Yeah, that joint was fire.
You go from falling in love to being mad she cheated on you. Hate to see it. You hate to see it. But life moves on, as they always say. But let's go ahead and get into what caught your ear. For me, this time, it was a guy that he's not better than Kendrick Cole, as Peanut would say, but he is a very good rapper, being that is Joey Badass. And
no, he is better than Kendrick and Cole.
We're not going to get into
that. he is
better than Cole.
Exactly. Thank you for your reaction, everybody, for saying for that, because he's been saying this BS for years now. We need to nip this in the butt before it gets too far. But the album that caught my attention by Joey this week was All American Badass, and it's not a victory. Wait, hold up. That was the wrong one. My fault. My fault. But let me get to the right album. So a couple of the tracks, on there for me. Obviously All American, I'm out for dead presidents that represent me because I never knew a live one that represented me. And then you can always go to Good Morning America. Good Morning America. Oh man, look, that's one. I think that's probably one of my favorite songs on that project, because he came out with like probably one of the better lines of the entire album. He was like, "What's freedom to you? Let's talk about it. Take a minute, think it through. I'm all about the concept, but it seems loose. They still killing us on Channel 5 News." If you haven't listened to that, go ahead and listen to that. And then I definitely think this album was before its time. It was talking about social injustice before it got to its popularity, which it is now, being that the album came out in 2017. But that is what caught my ear. You're here.
Guess I go, well, that Silk Sonic. We already talked about that. I can't even stress enough how fire that joint was. That joint was crazy. But another joint I got, 187 he wrote by Spice One. That album is crazy. It came out in 93, but Spice One, he from the Bay Area. So he came up from Too Short and music and E40 music like that. So, but he's like the epitome of gangster rap. So that's what caught my ear.
Wait, before you go any further, so hold up. Was his debut in '93?
That wasn't his debut, no.
Okay, all right. I had to make sure because I was like, oh, I swear NWA is a walking and living existing thing. It definitely dropped in 1987, but hey, that's just me.
When I say epitome, I mean like Spice One takes NWA, everybody. He takes that shit to another level.
All right, thank you.
He
Thank
takes
you.
that shit to another level.
But you know,
Yeah. I was listening to Freddie Gibbs, so something to rap about. That's featuring Tyler the Creator. I was listening to a lot of ASAP Rocky, so jukebox joints. I fuck with that one. And then I was listening to Mobb Deep as well. So the song "Give Up the Goods." So those are the three songs that caught my eye. And then the Silk Sonic EP, or is an album? It's an album.
Yeah.
It's an album.
Yeah, I don't like the stipulations. You know, if it's more than 6 tracks of the album, even though this drum was 30 minutes long. But I don't make the rules. I don't really care. A project's a project to me, if you ask me.
Wait, speaking of ASAP, can we talk about? I know this is old, but can we talk about that funk flex freestyle ASAP Ferg had?
Yeah,
when he talked about Kendrick Lamar. That control verse response, that shit was crazy. But that's enough. That's all I got for that.
Need to listen to that. I didn't know he had a freestyle that.
Yeah, look up Funk Flex Freestyle ASAP Mob Part 2. He was ripping that joint.
Look like Jamil came prepared today, bro. He got that pen in his hand. He about to drop some heat.
I don't even know what it's but I've been listening to. I think my knowledge. I don't know if he already was. Snoop Dogg is now executive of Def Jam.
Is it
and I'm listening to this track. Yeah, he the reason why. Well, I'm getting.
Why Benny got signed?
Yeah, and I was listening to the track that got Murder Music. It's Snoop is just the hook, but it's his song though. You'll find the song underneath his name. Benny, Buster, and Jadakiss is on there. It's a good song. I'm at the point now. I'm only going straight through rappers better than Jadakiss. It's only 3 rappers better than Jadakiss. For sure. It's only 3 rappers better than Jadakiss for sure.
Now that's an interesting take there.
I'm getting at that point with Jay. Jada is just Jada.
Jada is no slouch, but only 3.
3 rappers better than Jadakiss for sure.
That's tough. We not. If y'all know, I don't know how well y'all are with y'all rap music, but if y'all can name some rappers better by any means, please let us know.
Jadakiss is he's arguably top 5.
He
ain't in my top 5, but he's arguably top 5.
I have listened to more Jadakiss for me. I don't listen to a lot of Jadakiss stuff. He's not really in my.
You can't be mad at somebody for saying Jadakiss is in there.
Oh no! After hearing his debut album, I can't. Oh, geez, yeah, no.
Definitely.
I know what he's on. I know what he's on. No slouch at all.
But
let's get into the nitty gritty.
You already know we got to talk that post hip hop. And I think I messed up my intro. It was supposed to be IR to the A in honor to the Method Man track. I think I messed that up. I just realized. But I always can bounce back as I just did. And we're talking about, like I said previously, the 36 chambers. We're going into the 36. That's out. Honestly, I watched the American Saga. I watched the whole 10 episodes. They ain't never tell me why they named that to the 36 chambers. I was looking closer. I was like, they ain't never go over this. Like,
there's a lot of math.
I think there's a lot of. So it's 4 chambers in the heart, right?
Yeah.
There's 4 chambers in the heart, and there's 9 members. So 9 times 4, 36.
Yeah. And 3 plus 6 is 9. There's a crazy math.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds right. RZA was very deep. He thought very, very heavily, to this day, it's a depiction of real life. So, if I could ever ask him when he did that first freestyle like that, when they was trying to get no's about them fallopian tubes, I just want to know what was going through his mind that day when he just put that together, because that's not some shit you hear on an everyday basis, even today. So, but he's iconic and he was ahead of his time, as most would say. But let's go ahead and get to 36. Best song, favorite song. All right, let's go ahead. We gotta go with the best song. We all know cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. What that's the best song. I'm just gonna go ahead and go on right there. You know, my favorite song. Man, look, when you hear that, can it all be so simple, bro? And let me tell you, oh my God. Look, it was going crazy, you know, to this day. I don't know what RZA had. I don't know what power he had to make Ghostface Killer and Raekwon be on such great terms, but nobody could tell me to this day that them boys was rival gang members and they made a song together. Not even 2 years later. Not even 2 years ago, they were shooting at each other's cribs, and now here they are making tracks together. Don't know how they did it, but they did it. Let me tell you. And glad they did so because my ears enjoyed it. But
yeah, definitely. I say.
I don't know, but
Go ahead, Jam.
I would say I'm not necessarily gonna say the best. I would say Cream is the most influential song. I don't think it's the best song on it. I do have Cream in a top one of the top 10 rap songs of all time because it's used everywhere. People mimic it, whatever, movies, whatever. It's probably the most influential. My favorite is The Mystery of Chess Boxing. That's just ODB is on there losing his mind. He's having the ball. He's having the ball. So, and my favorite, because Cream is, I just say influential. The Mystery of Chess Boxing is my favorite. I think Protect Your Neck is the best song on there.
Mm.
Yeah. I would say.
You better protect your neck. All right.
Yeah.
I would say Cream is the best song too.
But Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
Ooh, sheesh. That's
nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, that's they are good songs.
Very true. It's one of the best. It's one of the best of all time.
Yeah, I think Cream would probably be the best song. Like just from all the influence it had and stuff like that, and that might be Inspector Deck's like best verse ever, honestly. And he has some crazy verses, but my favorite joint is The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Can't go wrong with chess boxing, son. Crazy from beginning to end, and the beat is crazy. I need to know what he was on when he made that joint, because that shit was foul. The way he did that shit. I would pay a lot of money to be in that recording session. I would pay a lot of money.
Technically,
I'd pay money to be in any of my favorite artists' recording session. Let's be real here. I got to see the masterpiece. I got to see it before it was out. Got to see it through, my boy. You got to see it through.
That joint was crazy. But yeah, The Mystery of Chess Boxing, my favorite by far.
Yeah, my favorite was The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Bring on the Ruckus, and then Protect Your Neck, and then Wu-Tang Ain't Nothing to Fuck With. So those four, or I like Tears too. So those 5 tracks.
I like you like the whole album, man.
That's the whole album.
it ain't but 13 tracks. You made 4 as your favorite. So what's your best song?
We'll go with The Mystery of Chess Boxing.
That's
my favorite track.
All right.
All right, now let's not forget Seventh Chamber now. When it was basically another cipher like Protect Your Neck, but they was on some crazy shit, that joint.
Oh, so I just want to know, are we all in agreement?
It's the Mike Brecker Inspector, bad man from the Badlands of the crazy. Come on, man. That joint crazy.
We're all in agreement here that this is a cipher album, correct?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Thank you.
No.
Thank you. I got 3 yeses and 1 no.
Bro, they said no.
No, there's there's elements, or there's moments when there's storytelling, they're talking about, I guess authentic things, but for the most part it was just a bunch of people just rapping.
Okay,
It was.
If you put it that way,
like,
bro, you got six.
if
you
you
got
put it that
4
way,
people
but
on one track.
when
Like,
I
It
say
was-
cipher, I mean there's no hook. There's only 2 songs on there with no hook.
bro, how
Yeah.
many other songs? How many of the songs got a true like? That's the hook. How many of them? Ain't all of them. Ain't all of them.
But yeah, all yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
so
like,
like the singles, all the singles do, yes. All the singles.
Bro, all of the tracks except for Protect Your Neck and Seven Chamber have a hook. And they noticeable. You know the hook. You know it's the hook.
Don't think like they was Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think everyone would say like the lyrics were really just like descriptive, right? Like a lot of brags, a lot of battle raps.
Yeah, if you
top
put it that way,
personalities.
then yeah. If you
But
put it that way, it's like
there wasn't like
Cypher.
an overlapping theme, if that makes sense. It was
Yeah.
just a bunch of MCs just rapping.
Just trying to figure out who the best rapper. That's how they was rapping. Like, okay,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
really
why it was so
rapping.
good. That's why it's so good because they was in
They was trying to watch each other.
Yeah, they was in constant competition. Like, yo, my verse better than yours. Like, man, I'm something. All right, nah, I got you beat. Nah, you ain't got me beat. That's the best thing. Like, it was like the kind of competition you want when it comes to like when you're in a group. Like, it's not competitive. It's competitive, but it's not ultra competitive. Where if okay. Sorry about that. I apologize. But I was where was I? Excuse me.
You talking about the chemistry?
It was not ultra competitive between the groups at all. It wasn't. It was friendly competitive competition where every time somebody wrote a verse, they was trying to one up the other, but then they kept trying to one up the other, and that's why 36 Chain was probably one of the best albums of all time when it comes to rap because lyrically, a lot of albums cannot compete. Let's just be honest with that here. A lot of albums cannot compete. But that leads me to ask is, how impactful was 36 Chambers? For me, I think it's obviously one of the most impactful albums of all time. Like, Wu-Tang came with their own style of rap. It was not before that, it wasn't the same styles of rap. Like, when you look at other New York artists before them, and you look at the Rakims, LL Cool J, and A Tribe Called Quest, the group that came out about a year before they did. All of them had different styles, but Wu-Tang was like the grittiness. Like, it had the grittiness. Like, you could feel like they was definitely from New York, Staten Island to be exact. You could tell they was from the streets. You could feel, you could literally tell that. Versus, A Tribe Called Quest, they got the boom bap rap, the boom bap. You know how that goes, and then I don't know how to really define LL Cool J's rap in his early career. I don't know how to really define that. It was just like I feel like you would just hit a beat and he would just go. Like, he wouldn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no breaks, no pauses, just go crazy. And then obviously with Eric being Rakim, you got the heavy bass, heavy beats, but the smooth flow underneath. Whereas Wu-Tang was just all grit and grind, and we just rock and rolling. So yeah, very impactful in terms of creating their own style of rap.
I think Wu-Tang made it cool. They made it cool to enjoy like karate flicks and stuff. Honestly, I feel like that's why niggas watch anime now.
I mean,
That might
Dragon Ball Z definitely came out before
they might have had an impact on how niggas see anime.
Nah, Dragon Ball Z got that title, bro.
I'm saying like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, but like you see niggas doing karate and shit.
I mean,
I think that was always that's always been big in the Black community though, like the kung fu movies and shit.
Kid, bro. Like,
I'm not saying they put it up there. I'm saying like they help with the influence.
Gotcha.
They help with the influence. And the music itself is nobody else can do that. Nobody else is doing that. Like, no. Yo, talk about Wu-Tang just gets me riled up, man. Gets me riled up, man.
It was, maybe for them, that's their story and how they became the Wu-Tang and how their name commenced. But I'm not gonna let you get up here and say that's the reason people watch anime and Karate Kid.
I changed it. I said they had a heavy influence.
The original Karate Kid with Mr. Miyagi and them. That joint came out in 1983, bro. 1983.
Did you not hear what I said? I said they helped with the influence.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
So
That's a
they didn't help
bro.
with the
That's the
influence.
No.
All right, 1983.
They didn't
That's
help
a
with the
10 years.
influence,
That's a 10-year separation. What influence?
bro.
Karate
Come
Kid
on,
was his
bro.
own thing by then. We was on probably number 3 by 93.
Yeah, but you ain't hear it in no music though. You ain't hear it in no music though.
Bro, everybody knew what the Karate Kid was before Wu-Tang talked about it. Like, come on, bro. Don't
But you
try.
didn't hear. You ain't hear it in no. You ain't hear it in no music.
Bro, man,
Wu-Tang
look,
was
honestly,
the music. Wu-Tang was the
honestly,
music. Wu-Tang is for the
let's-
children.
Let me be completely honest with you, my guy. I knew what the Karate Kid was before I knew what Wu-Tang was. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I knew what Dragon
I
Ball
don't
Z
understand what
was
I'm
before
saying.
Wu-Tang was.
I don't understand what I'm saying.
Talking cap.
I'm capping.
No, Peanut is.
Oh, I was like, I'm not capping. Like, I knew what Dragon Ball Z and Karate Kid was.
Nobody
Didn't even know what a RZA, the Jizza, Inspector Deck. Nah,
All right. I might have jumped it. I might have jumped the gun.
No, might have. You completely jumped the gun. You're
a little bit.
Shot. Because that ain't make no sense.
That was horrible.
I'll say they.
A group was influential for somebody watching some karate, like karate.
Bro, I'm saying like
70s.
And
No,
none of them.
I can see what he's saying. He's kind of like Lil Wayne kind of influenced black people or black kids to skateboard and wear skinny jeans and shit. So he kind of put it on the
Tony Hawk is a
map.
living and breathing brother, even though he white. Even though he white, he living and breathing.
You don't understand what I'm saying, but like
they're one of the reasons why, not the reason.
That's why I'm saying they one of the reasons why it's so
that,
big. And niggas playing chess, like you don't know what niggas was playing chess that you know except for Wu-Tang. Not a lot of niggas was playing chess.
Bro,
y'all don't know how to play chess. I know y'all don't know how to play chess.
Okay, I got a question.
Day, you ain't never seen
playing chess before them.
Huh?
Exactly. Thank you.
How would somebody want playing chess before them?
Exactly.
If you going on the TV show, Richard was playing chess with an OG.
I know, but he made the young niggas play chess.
No, it didn't, bro. Because if that's the case, black people be in chess tournaments now. But no, I ain't never seen a black man on a national chess tournament. Never in my life on everything. Because ESPN show it all. And I didn't actually click on it one time because I just wanted to see. And they won't black, let me tell you. Nope.
At least Lil Wayne tried to skateboard. Ain't not one of them pick up a nunchuck. Not one of them know how to do karate.
Bro, they all do martial arts.
No, they do? I thought they just watched it.
Look it up, bro.
They just watched that.
Look it up. It might not be all of them. It not might be all of them. But I know RZA and Jizza do martial arts. I think Method Man did martial arts.
They are brothers. That's different.
No, they're not brothers. They're not brothers.
Cousins. My bad. Ooh. Closer.
Yeah, but they're not brothers though.
Brothers, cousins, it don't matter. They immediate family. Shit.
But I'm pretty sure they did martial arts. I think Method Man did martial arts.
All right, that's cool. But for you, but my thing is,
I'm saying like actual practice, not for like movies and stuff.
How did they make it cool to watch karate and anime if karate and anime came out before Wu-Tang was even a thing?
They did it. Wu-Tang got nothing to do.
I'm not saying they made it cool. I'm saying they helped with it.
No, they didn't, bro. No, they didn't. Dragon Ball Z was already ahead of its time. They was already on Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball was gone.
So Enter the Wu-Tang came out in 1993. Tanami came out like in 1998.
That shit came out, bro. No, refuse to believe it.
So what that mean?
That's a lot to do. That means that shit was his own living and breathing thing. Because if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you know how long it fucking took for that shit to happen. That shit was 9 years.
Dragon Ball Z came out in America after Wu-Tang came out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's been in Japan. Like,
Peanut, you not gonna sit here and tell me you was talking about the RZA the Giz before you was Kamehameha walking around the house. It's not gonna happen.
No.
You didn't know nothing about the
I didn't say that. Because I wasn't alive in 93.
Okay. So how can you say that then?
I'm just saying, like, the way, since they had like karate and shit in their music, they made it. They niggas.
I got like, you. You're making sense, dude. I got you.
Do I make like
you're
they make
making
niggas
sense.
look like, oh, this might be something cool.
And Devin, to contest your point, I'm not gonna let you get away with that either with the Lil Wayne comment. First off, everybody was playing Tony Hawk the skateboard game on the PS2 in 2007.
I never played skate.
Were niggas wearing skinny jeans in what 2002?
Do I need to bring out the ATL movie? Come on, bro. We was out here.
They're wearing baggy ass jeans.
First of all, they weren't skateboard. They were roller skating. They were roller skating.
Skateboard TV show.
Nah, Lil Wayne made it cool.
We were doing that.
Lil Wayne got more influence on skating than what the hell Peanut talking about with Wu-Tang.
All right. Possible, but I don't know, bro. Tony Hawk the skateboard game, Rocket Power, and I forgot what else I had said. And they was out. Rocket Power is one of the greatest cartoons of all time.
Jet Set Radio Future has some influence.
That was a dope game.
Very dope game. Love both games. Played that joint all the time on the PlayStation.
I love Jet Set Radio.
Jeez, that's what they need to release. I need the PS2 to come back out, man. They need to do a PS2 Pro or something just to have it come back out. But anyways, in terms of impact, Jamil, you got anything? Because obviously, I don't know where karate came from. Hopefully,
I'm gonna be honest. I think Toonami made people watch anime. That's what I think. I think that's where
very true because they came out because Toonami not only had Dragon Balls, they have Yu-Gi-Oh, they have Bakugan on a later note. I
think Cowboy Bebop was on that.
It
Did they have that
won't
on Toonami?
So they had no impact. I think Toonami has Naruto, if I'm not mistaken.
It won't ODB, it won't Meth, it won't Ghostface Killer. Listen to these names, and you think these people gonna make me watch karate? I want to watch
Ghostface Killer. I'm going to Ghostface
Look,
Killer.
all right. Maybe I jumped the gun. But
no, you're in front of the bullet.
But truth is,
that's how far you're in front of the gun.
Wu-Tang some cool niggas, man.
They
cool.
I like that. Cool. They are very cool. But for you to say that they were influential to the karate movement, nah.
I mean, they can. There's multiple.
I say they had a little influence.
Hey, look, Jamil. All I'm gonna say is Peanut's poor takes is back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, it's not a poor take. It's not a poor take. Y'all just never see my video.
We're gonna keep it going. Peanut's poor takes is back. So Jamil, what you got for in terms of influence, man? You know, take us away here. What you got?
You know what to say. Peter just said that they got my mind all twisted. I'm looking at it now, I don't see nothing with karate. I just don't. But they were heavy influential. It's hard to say they have influence with the grit and grime. You know, my favorite rapper right now is heavily influenced with them. So they heavily influenced. They control. They got one of the best albums of all time. And they show it's 8 of them? It's 8 original?
Yeah.
It's just I don't think have we seen something like this since of like that type of now I'm talking about like no little label group where we all on this little label and we rap sometimes together. I'm talking about like as like hey,
like a super group. Like a super group.
4 or 5 of y'all track and we go rap and we go do this. And I'm one producer.
A Tribe Called Quest did not exist, I'm assuming.
He's saying from then.
From then, a Tribe Called Quest came out before Wu-Tang.
But like sense, you mean sense, right? Like
the Tribe didn't even have that many people.
I think groups. I think after the 90s, groups basically completely phased out almost entirely. There was a few in the 2000s. Nothing too crazy.
Like,
we got
D12 was a super group. D12 was a super group.
Pro era.
Nothing with Eminem in it.
East Coast.
Bro, D12 has 2 #1 albums. Why do we have to keep having this conversation?
Nobody's talking about D12.
They was on top of the world.
Nobody's talking about D12.
Bro, they was on top of their world during their time. Like, what are we talking about?
D12, bro. Nobody cares about the Detroit 12.
D12, Black Hippie, Pro Era, Odd Future.
East Coast.
You're naming all
East
those
Coast.
lovely groups, and you have the audacity to name D12. Come on, man.
Bro, D12 was literally top of the world at their time.
What's J. Cole's group? The J. Cole group.
J. Cole has a group?
The show he had like 3 years ago. Who released it? Like Dreamville.
Yeah, Dreamville. No, that's a label.
Revenge of the Dreamers is what they call the album, but that's not a group.
Really. That's not a group.
Not a group, but they do have collaboration.
They all signed to they all signed to that label, I think.
Yeah, they are. They are. All of them are signed to that label. Yeah, there's called the Revenge of the Dreamers, but that's probably the only thing really in the tens that's like caught major traction in terms of group wise. But I think groups really
Maybe ASAP Mob probably.
No, sir.
They have.
Sorry, look, tell you who you want, man. I only need 2 of them out there in Mob, and I'm good for the rest.
Dang.
That's crazy.
ASAP Mob was all right. They had a cool little.
Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah, they're pretty good, bro.
Cool. I'd rather just give me Ferg and Rocky, and we good.
Nas is nasty.
I need Yam. I need Yam before my boy gone. Need a Yam. Damn.
Can we talk about how Wu-Tang created one of the greatest duos of hip hop history?
What duo?
Raekwon and Ghostface Killer. One of the greatest.
I don't think Wu-Tang created that. I think they had to settle their own differences before anything happened. But
what are you talking about?
Raekwon and Ghostface Killer is one of the greatest duos of all time.
One of the greatest rap duos of all time. Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you listened to Only Built for Cuban Links?
Look, 36 Chambers is as deep as I haven't gotten to that Wu-Tang, man.
Well, you need to go deeper. Because now you missing out. You missing out. You gotta listen to Only Built for Cuban Links, and you gotta listen to Iron Man. You gonna see why I said Raekwon and Ghostface, one of the greatest duos of all time. First of all, that's not even a hot take. That's a general fact.
Yeah,
a general hip hop fact.
Excuse me. Back off.
Yeah. I think they kind of
they don't got like a name or anything. It's just Ray and Ghost.
Ray and Ghost to this day. Seriously, bro. Rival gang members into them straight rappers. That thing will always just shock me. Shock me entirely.
Yeah, I think they kind of set the standard for like lyrical hip hop, and especially like the New York sound, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. Did anyone feel like the beats on this project were kind of like minimalistic? Like they didn't outshine what they were saying. Like you were paying attention to the lyrics.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I wouldn't say they really set the scene for New York sound. I wouldn't say that because I feel like they're the only people with that kind of sound when it comes to that gritty rap like that. Because everything else is, like heavy big is like it's just so different. Like Wu-Tang is just it's their own thing. Like out of all the great and influential artists we had come out of New York, nobody sounds like Wu-Tang.
Like, I would just group them in.
I'm saying a lot. Like Biggie didn't sound like him. DMX didn't sound like him. 50 didn't sound like him.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, none of them sounded like Wu-Tang. No,
but I would kind of just group them in like in the golden age of hip hop, like all the rappers that came out of New York. I would group them all together. So I would say they're kind of pivotal in that movement.
Wu-Tang made everybody want to be a 5%er.
Made everybody be what?
A 5%er. It's a religion. It's like kind of like I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not gonna really say anything. But they got everybody saying peace, God. What's going on? Stuff like that. What's the mathematics? What's today's mathematics? Stuff like that. They had people saying that. They had Mobb Deep saying it, had Nas doing it. It was crazy. So that's another thing.
Mathematics, my brother. Today, that's tough.
Yeah, so like you had to answer that shit or you get your ass beat.
Well, that's very true. If you watch one of the episodes, RZA was definitely about to catch that smoke when he didn't know how to recite that stuff. He was on tour, never forget it, bro. His cousin Jizzle was like, man, you gotta know this stuff, man. You can't just be going around just saying this and not really knowing it. And then after that, don't know like a science. But next, let's get into the Wu model. You know, this is strictly off the American side.
That's another influential thing because
you wouldn't get this from the 36 Chambers, but if you watch the American saga, it highlights, you know, how Wu-Tang, their influence just didn't carry in the studio. It carried all across the world, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, like for them to basically, they was finessing labels before finessing labels was a thing. I wouldn't say they really finessed, but they did finesse. Like, how do you have no traction as a group? None really. Like, you just coming out straight off the street and you negotiate your way into saying, all right, Wu-Tang and then RZA, GZA, Method Man, Ghostface Killer. Like, there's one brand, then nine members after that. Like, it's no, we only made music together. We are Wu-Tang, and then We got our own discographies and things like that. So like when you think Wu-Tang, you can't just say 36 Chambers or their second album that came out in 97. You have to look at each and every single project that's been released because Wu-Tang is just, it's Wu-Tang Enterprise. Like I say, you're not gonna like this Enterprise, it's Wu-Tang Enterprise. It's just one big name, 1,000 subsidiaries. And it goes like that. And I feel like it made, I don't know what it exactly did, but it showed people that you can still own your music without actually owning your music. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Like they basically have full control of what they want to do. Not a lot of rappers.
I get what you mean.
Not a lot of rappers had that at that time.
Yeah, not a lot of rappers.
Yeah, like the big names have been successful in achieving their masters and buying it out. And that's has a recent, and that's like 15 years later.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that might have been one of the greatest business moves in history. So like, have Wu-Tang, and you got 9 niggas. You got 9 separate niggas releasing albums on different labels. That's crazy.
But you can also say that's one of the worst terrible business moves of all time.
Terrible? How?
One of them, only not many of them is bigger than Wu-Tang.
I mean, that's their problem.
I guess you're right.
Only going RZA, ODB, Ghostface, and Raekwon. That's the big 4.
I mean, damn, Method Man just died. Oh, right.
Method Man, he good. I like Meth, but he ain't them 4.
What about Old Dirty
Method Man is the biggest one in the Wu-Tang Clan.
The man that was on the Biggie debut album on the what? And you're telling me that Method Man was not.
Did you guys play that?
The man that had a song with Mary J. Blige is huh? Okay.
Did y'all play that Def Jam game back in the 2000s?
Yeah.
It was like
Def
Jam
that was tough.
Song?
Yeah.
I was like Def Jam Fight for New York or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was back
the
in
fighting game.
I didn't even know what them songs was.
So that's actually how I found out about like Method Man and Redman and shit. Yeah. I had no idea who they were.
Yeah, Method Man, one of the few people to have a song with Biggie and Pac. He had to Cal, his album, Annie, and all kinds of movies.
What song?
So it's RZA. RZA and all type of
what movie?
Nah, RZA isn't. Hold on. Don't talk about RZA. Is in a lot of movies.
Bro, he's in Power. Bro, he's in Power too, dude. He's in Power too.
You probably don't know what RZA looked like.
Yeah, he probably don't know who he looked like. You probably, I know if you've seen him.
I know you watched him.
I probably have, but I don't know where.
But RZA is in a lot of movies too.
Yeah,
but I feel like Method Man does more. He does a little more.
Martin, he was in a couple other joints too.
And I give Meth. I throw Meth on that 5. So them 5.
Oh, you know, throw you must include.
Not you. Okay. Cause he don't rap better than Raekwon. He don't rap better than Ghostface.
That's true.
I mean, we that's very arguable, but you know, it's a lot of those hooks. You don't
actually
you don't get cream without meth. You don't get cream without meth. You don't get it. You don't get it.
I don't know about all that. You don't get the hook. You don't get the hook of cream without meth.
Have a verse on it.
That's the basis of almost the entire song.
No, that was you think.
I don't know, man.
Bro,
they had the verses before they had the hook.
People, what's the first thing they remember about the song Cream? And I bet you everybody will say the hook before they say any verse or any bar.
You can do that about a lot of albums from the 90s. You ask somebody to recite a verse, they probably can't do it.
You got to have a select group of people. Because you have a select group of people who know Wu-Tang, they gonna talk their stuff. And they're gonna be like, wow. I'm telling you now, most people who don't know Wu-Tang just off of that's like the little bit they know, they'll say Method Man is the best in Wu-Tang.
They'll say that for sure.
This man had a song literally with his own name on the album. You're telling me he did? Come on, man. Come on.
That don't make him the best. That don't make him the best.
I ain't saying that makes him the best. I'm just saying, like, for him to not be a part of the original Forge Miller's name, and then for Wu-Tang on the actual album to have a song named after him.
Oh yeah, Jan Wilder for not put him in that 5, but
Like,
He not the
come on,
best.
bro.
No, I named 4.
METHOD, man, come
If you
on.
want to have 5, you got 5. He could be the 5th. But I named 4. RZA, ODB,
He
Ghostface.
should have been in the 4. He should have been in the 3, the 2, the 1. I don't care, bro. You cannot just sit here and say Method Man can be dropped off the list like this. Like, what?
RZA don't go nowhere. Ghostface don't go nowhere.
Because he's the producer. Obviously, he's the producer.
Ghostface is the best rapper in the group.
Whoa.
Ghostface
he's
Killer is the
not.
best
No, he's
rapper.
not.
Let's take a
he's
time
not.
out. Let's take a time
No, he's
out.
not.
Let's
And
take-
this
because
leads
it's
into the other
definitely-
question.
because
This
it's
leads into the other
between-
question.
It's definitely between Raekwon and Inspector Deck.
Inspector Deck is the best rapper in the Wu-Tang
Between
Clan.
Raekwon and Inspector Deck. One of them two. for me
Jam,
is
you
Inspector
don't believe that. What you don't believe the word
Deck.
you're saying.
Prime time talk, bro. Oh my God, man, that first verse on.
First of all, hold on. Let's talk about Deck's verses on 36 Chambers. So you got Protect Your Neck.
Yeah,
Everybody
verse.
know how that went. You got The Mystery of Chess Boxing. You got Cream. You got all these songs with Deck just going crazy.
He having a good time, but he's not a better rapper than Ghostface though.
Bro, Raekwon,
no way
I got Raekwon and Inspector over Ghostface. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
You know, one of the things Ghostface is the best rapper in that group.
It is. He's the best rapper. He got the best albums. He's just the best in the group.
Just because he has the best albums doesn't mean he's the best rapper. Sometimes he just got good production. Know how to make it work.
He's not the best rapper, bro.
Yes,
Inspector Deck is the best rapper by far. Not by far. Not by far. That's a lie. Because they are pretty close. But Deck is the best.
It's Ghostface and Rage and everybody else. I don't care where you put
them. No.
That's wild. The disrespect you're dishing to Method Man right now is hilarious.
I ain't saying nothing negative about
forget everything.
Deck literally
the disrespect you are giving Method Man right now is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Inspector Deck literally has top verses of all time in his catalog. He has the Cream verse, Protect Your Neck, and Triumph. Ghostface don't have that.
I can't believe
Ghostface has a nice voice. Like, he's a nice flaw in his voices.
Raekwon and Ghostface Killer on Can It All Be Simple made a song together, and Raekwon had a better verse than Ghostface Killer, and yet you saying Ghostface Killer is the best. Oh my!
I don't know about that. I think Ghostface had the better verse. Sunshine plays a major part in the daytime. Come on, that's crazy.
Ghostface best rapper in the group.
He's not the best rapper though.
I like to sincerely apologize for the disrespect. You know, Jamil can say whatever he chooses. You know, you're entitled to your opinion, but I like to apologize for the respect he has dished out to Method Man. We'd like to apologize for that because for him to say that he is not a part of the original 4, and you know, it's just the disrespect. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I cannot believe it.
What 4 you taking out of them 4? I name who you taking?
I mean, RZA we gotta keep obviously because he is the producer. Without him, you don't get Wu-Tang. You don't get 36. You get it. Method Man, come on, bro. He was the biggest artist in the group when they first came out. That's like unquestionable. No doubt.
Or
who was bigger than Method Man out that group? Before Ghostface and Raekwon dropped all these projects. Who was the face of the group when they first came out?
Before I say this is a pause. I'm gonna throw the pause. Or you could just say Method Man was the cutest.
What? That makes sense. He's the most marketable.
Can I get a technical file? Can I get an injection? Can I get something? Because
he actually got a point. He actually got a point.
Why?
He actually got a point because a lot of people said Method Man was attractive then. I mean, they still say it now.
I'm gonna explain it to you. It sounds crazy. Another pause.
So because he had, all right.
He had the look.
So
Method
because
Man did have the look.
So has guys will say the women because has guys will say the women and I assume that women will say the guys because he had the most sex appeal. That's why he
sex sells. Sex
he sells. Actually, and they actually showed it in the show. Now that I think about it,
did you not see how Lala was talking about? Lala wanted crazy
because he was spitting game to the people at the concerts too.
Because you think
That's
about
true. Very, 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 very,
in
very
another
true.
poll,
I can't argue with you there, but my man backed it up in the booth though. That's what I'm saying.
no, he was cold, but he on
All
better
right
than
then. So what?
He not better than Ghostface.
Just because he looked better than the rest of the group don't mean he ain't in the fold. Like damn, like that's
He ain't
crazy.
better than Ghostface Brave. And I'm keeping ODB. I can't let ODB go.
Oh yeah, ODB is a father to. You got to keep that. I am a father to. Lord, I'm a father to my own style. I can't even get the words right.
There's no father to his style.
No father. Thank you, Peanut. There is no father to my style. Yep. ODB got it. Oh, I wasn't
that
finished.
is actually hard.
So yeah, I just RZA, Method Man, ODB, of course. May he rest in peace. And it's a toss-up between Raekwon and Inspector Deck. One of the two, but that's just me. But I mean, I perfectly can live without the ghost. I'm sorry, I can, but
can't live without the ghost. You can't
live
without
the if we look on a larger scale of things, bro, we can't drop Meth, bro. Like Meth got too much. He got too much. Too many singles.
I gotta keep Ghostface. I might have to keep Ghostface because he
bring clientele. Come on, people.
Ghostface made Wisdom Body. If y'all don't know what Wisdom Body is, it's a song on Only Built for Cuban Links. It's basically a love song, but the way he put it, that joint, that's some crazy shit. Y'all gotta listen to that.
And Method Man, you got You're All I Need with Mary J. Let's keep it going.
I need you to understand this, hour.
All right then.
Y'all boys. It's a reason why a conversation going around on social media that everybody wants Silk Sonic and Ghostface Killer to link.
Cause Ghostface can make
Ghostface Killer. Hey, Silk Sonic ain't worried about meth. Ain't nobody looking for meth. That's my boy, but they ain't looking for him.
I mean, I didn't know that conversation was even on Twitter. So
you got to go to the
nah, that joint is all over Twitter, son.
I'd have to look, but I feel like if you search Method Man too, you'd find something there as well. But it all depends.
So this is Wu-Tang fault. This is foul. It's way too many talented people for one group. They sort of shipped other people around. They should split the group up.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is a cheat code. Wu-Tang is pretty much a cheat code.
So whatever group of people you gonna leave somebody off. Like so.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's crazy that the original now is so great that each one of them can have their own single career. And RZA and Jizza had it before the group even ensemble, so that can show you that the other seven.
Deck is the best rapper though. He's the best rapper. Easily. Deck is in my top 5 of all time.
Whoa.
Inspector Deck, the Rebel INS.
Take a time out here. Whoa. I don't know where you got that from, but we're gonna need to just let that go to the wayside.
I just told you.
Top 5.
He's always been in the top 5.
He always been in my top. Well, I'm Messiah. I set the microphone on fire. Rap styles vary. He carry like Mariah. Come on now.
Peanut is the one person who believes Biggie Smalls ain't better than nobody in Wu-Tang.
Nah, Biggie Smalls not. Nah.
Peanut would say all the members, Biggie ain't better than none. That's what he would say. It's Peanut. That's what come on now. Get used to it, Al.
I done heard a lot of, Peanut been my boy for a long time. I done heard a lot of bullshit that come out of his mouth, but that takes the cake there. That man said, what? None of the 9 were better than Big. Oh my. Wow. We need to talk about Ready to Die again. I see. Sheesh, Lord, because whoa, man, that's crazy. My boy had a posthumous #1 album. You telling me that he won't better than none of the 9, and that won't because he was dead. Because them songs are actually good. Like, Hypnotizers on that shit too. Like, wow, Pete.
Biggie, that's Biggie smoking Wu-Tang boots.
Bro,
that's crazy.
You put Inspector Deck against Biggie. Bro, Deck is smoking Biggie.
No,
Deck is smoking Biggie, son.
Stop. You digging your own grave, bro.
No, bro.
You digging your own grave. I just can't hear the conversation roasting you right now. Like he did not just say this. I refuse to believe.
You give me Biggie's best verse. I can give you 2 verses from Deck that would beat it.
Biggie's best verse.
You give me
I
his
agree
best
with that.
verse.
Actually, I agree with that.
You give me Biggie's best verse. I can give 2 or 3 deck verses. That'll beat it.
All right, so but lyricism is only part of the battle when it comes to being the better rapper.
When I'm talking about rapping, I'm talking about bars.
I mean, that's not all
about
rap.
bars.
Rap is an art.
Biggie's
Rap is
always
an art.
back the
Rap
deck.
is an art. You got to be able to be lyrical. You got to be able to have artistry. You got to have it all. You can't just be lyrical and can't have no good.
So why are we talking about rapping then?
Look, Biggie schemes better.
Rap is still hip hop.
He's just better than the Spectre deck.
Bro, no, he's not. No, he's not, bro.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I can't let you have that.
Who the fuck is this? 5:30 in the morning. Man, bro. Do we need to go over the 10 crack commandments? Warning? They try look, the hook is, bro. Come on, bro. The hook of Warning is probably one of the greatest hooks of all time.
Are you guys saying Biggie is better than
they're trying to stick
deck?
me for my paper. Damn.
Are you guys saying that because
Biggie
is
Biggie,
more?
but like,
Hold on. What'd you say, Devin? What'd you say?
Hold on, Aaron.
Are you guys saying that because Biggie's more popular?
No. Biggie Smalls' rapping ability is better than the Wu-Tang.
That is not true.
Version, Devin, an earlier version of myself, I would say yes, but because I have actually listened to Biggie Smalls now, no questions, because I know outside of the singles, like I know his work outside of just all the singles he got. Like I actually know his body of work now, so it's like.
The reason why,
honestly, for real, no disrespect to the Wu-Tang at all, but I can name 5 off the top of my head that are better than the original 9. That's like very I can do that with very.
Because the one thing I would say is,
is J. Cole up there?
It's easier.
No, sir. I'm not crazy. I might say a lot of shit, but I ain't stupid.
It's easier to do a verse than a whole song.
Amen to that.
I ain't got to worry about the hook. If my goal not to worry about the hook, I go and write my verse.
Like he had the hook, the lick, like
hooks. It gave you everything.
Look, when it comes to verses, Deck is smoking Biggie.
Let me go outside the singles real quick. First off, if we listen to Ready to Die, look, Ready to Die. His first verse on Ready to Die was crazy. Then you got the first verse on Everyday Struggle. Ready to
outside the single.
Outside the single. Like the song itself, Ready to Die. His first verse, insane. Everyday Struggle, first verse, insane. Let me see. The What's, come on. That was with him and Meth on there.
Method Man had a better verse.
I mean, we could argue that, but they're both the verses better than Inspector Dex. That's all I got to say.
All right.
And I can name 5
now
off
it's my turn.
top.
That was my turn.
I don't want to change
no,
the conversation.
that was my turn. So you got Deck on Protect Your Neck. You got Deck's verse on Protect Your Neck.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. You got his verse on The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Insane.
Okay.
He got his verse on Triumph. He got his verse on Triumph. Insane.
Let me follow up. What about Biggie's first verse on Sky?
Mention Cream. Because way.
So you're saying like he's a better technical rapper than Biggie Smalls.
That got better bars than Biggie.
Artist. He's not a better artist.
When I talk about rap, I'm talking about lyrics.
We can compete with Biggie without
Biggie can have all the songs. I like all the songs and hooks and stuff.
Do I need to bring the singles into this? Because to this day, Inspector Deck, you can choose 1,000 verses, but the 2 first verses on Warning and Big Papa by Biggie,
but he's just saying he's
like Jamil said about Juicy a couple months ago.
Bro, I'm saying
he's just saying he's more lyrical. He's a better technical rapper than Biggie.
When it comes
he's
to
not
bars,
a better artist,
when it comes to bars, Deck got the better bars. He can have all the other stuff.
Brother man.
He can have all the other stuff. I don't care.
They can get everything better than Inspector Deck.
When it's time to get busy, I'm taking Deck.
Me and Biggie gonna sit. We're gonna get to it, and we're gonna.
You down on that hill
When it's
alone?
time to
You
get
down
busy,
on
I'm
that-
taking
you
that.
You are down on that hill alone. You are down.
I'll
on that-
down on it. I'll down on it.
You're down on that hill alone because I will not be following you up it.
I'll down on it.
You got to play a certain beef for Inspector. I know whatever comes.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Bro, no, you don't.
I ain't never. If that's the case,
You know
Inspector
that.
would have been. I got you. If that's the case, Inspector would have been on Can It All Be So Simple. But you see, it's only two of them got that song.
Bro. Triumph. Have you ever listened to Triumph? That beat
I gotta go
is
back.
way
Yeah, I go
different
back.
than what a 36 Chambers verse is. Have you heard him on Above the Clouds with Gangstar? That's way different. That's a pre beat.
Inspector Deck is not doing nothing with Hypnotize. Not doing
Bro,
nada.
come on now.
Nada. He gonna be
Come on,
hypnotized
man.
by the beat. I can't do nothing. I'm busy.
Deck is
so you
ripping any
think?
beat.
So you think?
Come again.
I got a question for you, Pete. This is my end. This is my hit right here. So mind you that Big Papa is on the Ozzy Brothers song Between the Sheets, correct? So you think Inspector Deck could spit a good song to match on a track like Between the Sheets by the Ozzy Brothers?
Any instrumental you throw at Deck, he is ripping.
You're full of
not.
shit.
You will never hear a bad verse from Deck.
You ain't a bad verse.
I can't believe
But
it.
Deck's verses
I can't
will be
believe-
better than
I
his.
can't believe it.
No,
I
stop.
can't believe it, bro.
Stop.
We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. Other artists we can say that's better than the original 9. Don't forget Snoop D-O Double G. Let's go ahead and get that out there.
Oh, no.
Nah.
Bro, no.
Not
Snoop
the
won't
Snoop.
even, bro, Snoop Dogg wasn't even the best on his label.
That is
Snoop Dogg's a
Snoop.
shit. He's
How
not a
is
good
that his
rapper.
fault? Snoop.
He was not, he wasn't even the best on his label. He wasn't the best on Death Row.
Snoop Dogg.
Tupac, bro. Easily Tupac. All right, it's Tupac.
Yeah, that's
Snoop for me though, man. Like after listening to Doggy Style, it's just like
I mean,
that's me.
That's
He has
fine. Doggy
charisma.
Style was,
He has
Doggy
charisma.
Style was a
I
fire
don't think he's a
album,
good
but he
rapper,
was
yeah.
not the best rapper.
I agree.
So
with
then,
that.
so
Snoop
all
was
right,
that
so then.
vibe that
Well,
God.
then in that case, I need Wheezy. I need my with Wayne. We got to rock with the Wayne. Got to rock. I don't know how y'all feel about Wayne, but Wayne, that's my boy. Outside the Carter 3, the Carter 5. And then look, we can go. We can do some Wayne. We can do some
Wait,
Wayne.
are we talking about rappers that can be better than Wu-Tang?
I mean,
Is
yeah,
that what
because
you
saying
And then
Inspector
you
Deck
said
is
Lil
top
Wayne?
5. You saying
You said
Inspector
Lil
Deck is top
Wayne?
5. Lil Wayne's one of the most look rappers of all time, Pete. Don't
But
sit
it-
here.
but he's not better than the best in Wu-Tang.
Don't sit here and say some shit like
He's not better than the best in Wu-Tang.
Weezy, he might not be
But
better
say
than
your boy Eminem is better than Inspector Deck. So that's 4 right there.
To me, M is better than anybody.
Yeah.
M is better than everybody.
And you
all,
think M is number 1, so
that
man,
knows
look,
it.
first off,
better than
look,
everybody.
again, after I need to say a second apology. Jamil said Method Man was part of the best 4 in Wu-Tang. Now, but Pete over here saying Inspector Deck is top 5, and then he got Eminem number 1. So his top 10 is just all jacked up.
Bro,
Like,
I
that's
can't have
just-
two. I can't have 2 people in my top 5. I thought it was
Oh
top
no, you
5.
can. But with Eminem at 1 and Inspector Deck at 5, I'm scared to hear the rest. I don't even want to hear the rest. I don't even want to
Bro,
touch
the
it.
rest of my top 5
You
is crazy.
sound like you sound like people that don't have Kobe in their top 5 when it comes to basketball. That's what
I don't
you
have
sound.
Biggie in my top 5.
You sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous.
Yo,
I don't have Biggie in my top 5 either.
What?
I don't have Biggie in my top 5.
All right, next question. Okay, who's
My
the
top
best
5.
in the
My
group?
top 5 is
Who's
crazy.
the best in the group? Who's
Inspector
the best
Deck.
in the group?
Inspector Deck, the Rebel INS.
Oh my
I got
goodness.
ODB.
What? It's Method Man for me all day. I should have known that. It was coming quick.
Let's go straight.
What? I can't believe what I'm hearing, bro. Biggie's not in your top 5.
No, he's not in my top 5. He's never been in my
Damn,
top 5.
bro. Yeah, we might do an episode on top 10 rappers because we need to hear these lists because these lists got to be incredible. These got to be
My
incredible.
list don't got nothing crazy on it though. It just got
Yes,
these
it do.
niggas
Honestly, look, hold up.
fire
They do
breathing
got
dragons.
Pete not like
They do got
Pete
something
on
crazy.
Italy. Huh? Say again.
Listen,
My top 10 not crazy. It's
But
not
bro,
gonna be like,
you
oh,
have
he's wildin'.
Inspector Deck at 5, Eminem at 1, and Biggie not in your top 5.
No, Biggie's not in my
What?
top 5.
You don't got
What?
Jay-Z.
Do you hear yourself?
I don't have Jay-Z in my top 5. Why would Jay-Z be in my top 5?
I can't.
That's ridiculous.
Ah.
If Biggie ain't in my top 5, why would Jay-Z be in my top 5?
Well, wait. I'll wait. This what you gotta understand about Peanut. Over the years, Peanut has said a long night.
Okay, what I gotta understand about Peter? To have
Hold on.
Jay-Z not in your
Dan,
top
what you about
five
to
is
say?
insane.
Dan, what you about
My
to say?
man has been dominant
Hold on,
for
Ira.
3
Hold
decades.
on. What
He's
you
been
about to say,
dominant for
Dan?
3 decades. 3 decades.
All right, so
Three.
everyone here was born in the 90s, right? Everyone here.
Yeah.
So we grew up in the 2000s.
All
right, so-
straight album.
Like we grew up in the 2000s, so
top 5.
Hold
we
on, Ira.
really
Hold on.
can't
Be
like,
quiet.
you know, we should have more current rappers in our top 5.
That's true.
That's
I will
true,
put-
but Jay-Z
I will
is
take-
current for us. He's current.
Yeah, I would take like Kanye West over Biggie Smalls or anything like that. Anyone from the 90s because I
Yeah.
grew up in the era.
Wow. I understand what you're saying, but that is crazy.
I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this. Kanye West, not Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye,
That
yeah. He's
It's
top 5.
wild.
That's so wild. Kanye West, my boy, to build a
The point is, it's not uncommon for a person our age to have
It's
a
not
different
uncommon.
top 5. Yeah.
It's not uncommon. But hold on, I wanted to hear what Jam was going to say.
I understand current, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Hold on. I wanted to hear what Jam was going to say. Jam, what was you going to say?
Kanye
Gotta
West.
give me-
Huh?
I heard Kanye West and Biggie Smalls the same. My sugar got.
Kanye West.
What I
Oh,
was thinking about Peanut's easily
damn,
influence.
that's like saying
He's
Bro,
like-
chill out, bro. Chill out.
The influence. So wherever
No,
music
bro.
influence him for to do nothing that they talking about, they gonna be in his.
Hey,
It
chill
would be
out.
what
no.
I've heard. That
Bro,
look,
no.
that look. It's a couple. My Peanut and Jamil can run circles around rap around me when it comes to it, down to it. But for somebody to say Biggie ain't top 5 and Inspector Deck is over Biggie,
Bro,
and
if
Eminem is
you
over him.
talk to a lot of people, they won't have Biggie in their top 5.
Nobody in your right mind you could talk to because after careful consideration, you know, I'm more on the Biggie over Tupac side, and that's just me. But that's not another day.
Wait, now I'm gonna ask this
Absolutely
question:
not.
When we talking about Kanye better than Biggie, this and that, are we talking about
That's insane.
Just overall, music wise.
Oh,
Music wise, Kanye better.
Kanye West is the
All
GOAT.
right. Sounds much better. Sounds better now that
Right.
he's explained.
Don't it's only
Mm.
one person. Only one person. Who
I don't think
gonna-
Kanye is a good rapper. Like
Might
he's
be big.
decent.
Most
I don't
people,
think he's.
most people don't think Kanye bars is that legit. Most people don't think it.
But
I
his
think
catalog,
Kanye-
I think he has
I
like
think
what,
Kanye. I just think Kanye's
His
production
catalog
is just
is
so
free.
unique that it's
It ain't
like
good.
Kanye's production it runs circles around anybody that you could possibly name. Like,
and then
Oh.
he has what 5 classic albums.
I mean, anything in the 2000s.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. I
that's
feel like
about right.
Kanye would have the most classic albums in.
So yeah,
when
Kanye
it
gotta
comes
be
to
in your
rap.
top 10. I hope Kanye in your top 10. I pray.
Rappers?
I mean, I would hope so, bro. Like, come on.
No, wait.
No, he's not in my top 10.
Wait,
Wow.
this thing about Kanye. This how Kanye rapping ability and his music artistry is two different things.
I mean,
If
that's
you talk-
cool and all. That's cool and all. But my man was still spitting on them beats regardless.
But he's not top 10. We stop that.
Yeah, he was
I'm just
for
saying-
his
I'm
caliber.
saying
He
overall.
was
I'm just
spitting for
saying-
his caliber.
I'm saying
Overall,
Overall, he is number 1.
overall in music, like hip hop music, that's where Kanye and Drake take a jump to top 5. They go from where they at to top 5. Kanye go from where
You're good at what you're good at, man. You're good at what you're good at. You see, I don't know why in music I like to break down all these lists for who
Because
and
there's
how
a lot of
you get
layers
the
to it.
rapper.
There's a lot of
No,
layers
it's
to
not.
it.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Just like you do basketball, football, any other rankings, you do it collectively. You do it based on everything.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
Everything
You don't do that.
comes down to it.
You don't do that.
Lyricism, artistry, production,
No.
storytelling. You do all of it one day, and that's how you decide.
Oh, yo,
what's better.
TJ, but
You got top 10 lyrical, then you got top 10 artists, then you got top 10 storytellers, then you got top 10 production. That's too much. That's
But that's
But
the way
rappers literally have nothing to do with their production. A lot of the time, they don't make the beats.
Most times,
So
most times it doesn't. But at the end of the day, he still calls that final shot to say if I'm a rapper on this shit or not. So he got.
Let me tell you something. Dr. Dre.
I mean, it's his album. It's his album.
Niggas. Dr. Dre picked who's gonna rap on his beats. That's it. So it's just like,
well, yeah. But let's be real. But let's be real. Would you really decline a Dr. Dre beat? Like, come on. Bro.
Absolutely not.
Dr. Dre can decline first.
All right. Like you just threw Dr. Dre out there like he was just some random producer with no credibility on his name.
No, because you said them rappers got a choice.
That's Dr. Dre,
Yo, where's Bow Wow on the list?
Who?
Bow Wow. Where is he on the list?
Oh, he said Bow Wow. I'm weak.
Bow Wow.
Is he at the table? He's not at the table, is he?
He's not at the table, bro.
It's the difference. You talk about Lil Bow Wow.
Bow Wow don't even have a ticket to the dinner party.
He had a lot of hits though. Can't get you out of my system.
He did.
But man, y'all have fathomed me today.
That's a different type of music though.
Y'all have fathomed me.
When it comes to lyricism, he ain't at the table.
Man, he didn't even
when I talk about
it's like Andre 3000, Lupe Fiasco, Eminem.
Straight, yeah, I'm talking about straight like lyricism.
I mean, to me, my rap list is based off your collective ability to like be a complete rapper. Because a rapper is not just who can spit the better bar. It's all about who can storytell, who can
that's why it's broken up.
Make better. Who can make who has better artistry? Like who's more diverse? Like
there's a lot of layers to it.
Just because you can beat me on a nitty gritty, don't mean you can beat me on a Kanye West beat. Don't mean you can beat me on a Drake beat. Don't mean you can beat me on a Lil Wayne. You just like you gotta be able to do it all. Like you gotta be able to lyricize, have the art.
That's not even a word.
Have the art.
No, you said lyricize.
Okay, lyrically
not a word.
Lyrically impressed, Mr. Merriam-Webster today. All right, but artistry, to have good production, because you still gotta have it. Like,
there's different. You're not gonna compare. You're not gonna compare who I would say.
You're not comparing.
You're not gonna compare point guard to a center.
You're not.
You ain't gonna compare Kobe to Shaq.
You're not.
Not different. Kobe to Shaq.
Because they in two different areas of the game.
It ain't two different players. They bring two different things to the table.
You can compare Kobe and Steph. You can't compare Kobe and Shaq. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I can see where you're going, but collectively you still can compare them as basketball players at the end of the day.
Yeah, but
it'll be weird.
It would be weird.
Would be weird. Like if you was to get to
you can compare Kanye and Dre.
If you was to get into
you can't compare Dre and Eminem.
Dre and Eminem.
You can compare Kanye to Dr. Dre, but you can't compare Dr. Dre to Eminem. You get what I'm saying?
It's weird.
Because they don't do anything. They don't do the same thing.
I've never considered Dr. Dre a rapper by any means necessary.
Exactly.
But Kanye West is a legit.
Would you consider Shaq a shooter? Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, like I said, I guess, but still, collectively, you still look at them as basketball players. Like collectively, Kanye West, Eminem, Drake, Wayne, Cole, Kendrick.
They're hip hop artists, but they're different types of rappers.
I compare them as the entirety, like of what they do, because rap is hip hop is rap. Hey, look, it's one and the same, my man. You got to be able to do it all if you're gonna be considered one of the greatest. That's how I look at it. You can't just do one thing great and say, "Oh yeah, he's there." That's
no, you can.
I mean, then back to your basketball point. If that's the case, Steph Curry is the greatest player of all time because he just does one thing better than everybody else. Nah.
There's some kids who gonna go to sleep in a couple years and say, "Man, Steph Curry was the greatest basketball player I've ever seen."
And them kids will never ever make a basketball team in their lives because they just don't understand. I'm sorry, kids. I hate to break your heart to you, but my bad. But anyways, after that nice conversation.
The point is 36 chambers It's one of the greatest debut albums of all time.
Exactly.
We got stuff. It's one of the greatest albums. Because we ain't talking about debut. It's one of the greatest of all time.
Oh,
Yeah. One of the greatest albums.
No questions asked. But
Top
after
5
that,
rap album.
after that nice, 30 minutes on top 10s and stuff, let us know if you want to hear our top 10 and what kind of top 10 would you like to hear, being that obviously there are a lot of options here that you want to see that we've discussed here. So let us know. You want to hear a lyrical top 10, an artistry top 10, a production top 10, however you break down rap to you, let us know. We'll be more than happy to go over it, because I know after what I've heard today, we're in for
my top 5 in a battle is ripping anybody.
You don't need to say anything else. You said enough.
Ripping anybody.
You said enough. You said enough. You said enough. You said enough.
If you put these 5 people in a battle with anybody else,
you said enough. You said
I'm
enough.
winning.
You said enough. Said enough. Nothing else. No, can't say no more. You got words like you got words like 1,000 words. Eddie Murphy. You got words. But
I did other live. They're just one off, one FB.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, that's all I got for you all today. Appreciate y'all for joining another classic Music Central episode. And we continue in the 90s. I believe. Oh, the next album is one of my personal favorites. Stillmatic Nasir comes to Music Central, and I cannot wait. My favorite rappers. Yep. Peace. Yeah, it's time.
That's Cole's favorite rap?
Yeah, that's Cole. That's Cole's biggest influence is Nas. Let Nas Down, Born Center, track like 12. But yeah. So that's next on the Music Central. Tune in as we continually drop classic albums, classic projects, and classic conversations such as this. But as always, this is your host, Ira, signing off, and see y'all soon.